Yeah, we're live.
And it's live. Afternoon, everyone. A few minutes to go till we get started with our next session. As I've said, we're going to need a wall. We're going to look at a little bit of longer distance passing today. We've got a few markers set down for our ball mastery to begin and finish with, and obviously you're going to need a ball as well to go. So if you haven't got this set up, not a problem. You can use a person instead of a wall to pass the ball back to you. That's not a problem at all. So try and find someone that's happy to do that for you. This is the setup we're going to start with first. It's a cross shape. That's what I want you to think about it. I've got a cone, 2 or 3 steps in front, to the sides and behind as well. We'll get going in a minute. If you are ready, just as a slight warm up, have a little practice on your keepy uppies. You can do 1. Can you go to 2? Oh, can you go to 3? And so on, so on. Okay. Hopefully you're all well, and looking forward to another session here with us at Next Gen Football Academy. Just let us know, Chris, when it's just gone 4, yeah?
Will do, mate. Yeah, just gone 4.
4 already, yeah?
Yeah.
Give them another 20 seconds. Just in case. We're getting bits set up. If you do fail and you can't get to your score, just try again, carry on, try and beat it. Oh, like so. Just then go again. Once more. Cool. We'll get started. So guys, session today, as I said, ball mastery to start with, and then some longer passing and receiving afterwards. We've set up the 4 cones in a cross shape, like so. Your warm up to start off with, really simple. You're going to use inside of the foot as much as possible, right foot or left foot. You can go around cones, you can go towards cones, okay? But the aim is to get as many touches on the inside of the foot as possible. I'm going to use both feet as equally as possible in this as well. So here we go. Like so. Can you get a chance to come towards the middle? You might use outside, but we're trying to go inside as often as possible. Lots of little touches there on the inside. Okay. 10 more seconds, have a go at that. As many touches as you can, guys. Inside of the foot only. Starting to think about what surface we use and where we can go with it. Lots of insides. 5 more seconds, keep going. Insides as often as you can. Okay. And hold there. We work the insides, going to make sure we work outsides as well. Again, I'm going to work both feet as equally as possible. As many touches with my left as I can with my right. Here we go, as many as possible. Okay, 10 more seconds, the pattern's just random. Okay, and hold it there. So now we've used insides and outsides. We're going to put them together and you're just going to work in a random order, working around the cones as frequently as you can using just one foot now. So we've worked inside and outside of my right foot, should be ready to go. So I'm going to go with my stronger foot to begin with. However I want to go, inside and outside. Around as many as you can. And switch foot again. Other foot now. Same process, another 30 seconds. As many cones as you can go around as possible. Try and maintain the control. Here we go. Seconds, keep going. And freeze there. You might have found, thinking back to last week, when we worked on taking an inside and outside touch, that you are automatically using those sort of skills from last week in this area here, once we've gone to one foot. So we're going to do one foot again, and now start to think about going towards one cone, and then changing your mind and go towards another cone, okay? It's important you can adapt and change direction nice and quickly. A little example might be, come around this cone, going towards that one, and I change direction in the middle of the square. Go towards that one, and change towards the other cone. I've gone reds and blues. Might be an idea to work towards a blue and then go towards the other blue. Sort of same, or whatever you've got worked down. Try and work on the opposites. So here we go. Strong foot again. Bear with us. There we go. It is normally really quiet around here. Fingers crossed we'll be all right today. So, one foot again. Can we now start to work towards one cone, change your mind and go towards the other cone? Here we go. So going towards red, towards the blue, and then come back out again towards the other one. There it is again. Just use that little step. Come in and go out the other way. 10 seconds. And change foot. 5-second breathing, we go straight into it. Staying nice and lively. Here we go. Left foot now, again. Can you maybe use the same skill? Once you've gone around the cone, we're pretending to go towards one way, and then we're going to go out and around the other cone somewhere else. Okay, let's see how you get on. Try and incorporate that skill as often as you can from last week. Something we're going to focus on in the academy a lot once we get back, okay? Just off balance as the defender a tiny bit. Here we go. So who's next? 10 5 seconds left, guys, keep going. And hold there. Again, I know, short, sharp workouts is what we're looking for here. If you need to slow down or pause the video at any point, pause it, just slow it down for yourself, and then come back to it when you think you've got the skill built up. For example, when I'm trying to do that skill and just off balance the fender, remember I'm going to use my standing leg to hop away from where I want to go, and then change my weight back in the other direction. So everything's going this way, and then I'm back out in the opposite direction. Going to try right multi-foot now, both feet now. Focus is on making sure that after I've done the skill with right leg, I'll then go and do the skill the next time with the left leg. So you are working nice and balanced. Don't get comfortable working the same foot that you can do all the time. Let's push it and try and build on both feet. So here we go again. 30 seconds, Chris, let me know.
Yep.
3, 2, 1. So I've done right foot, now I'm going to go left foot. Opposite way. Cool. And hold there. Must say as well, he's happy helping me out even though it's his birthday. Happy birthday to Chris from everyone at Next Gen.
Cheers, mate.
Wishing you a 23rd.
Yep.
Happy 23rd birthday, brother.
Cheers, pal.
Did you get anything nice?
Can't remember, mate. It's gone out my head.
No, obviously not then. Don't worry about what I got you. Cool. So, moving on again. We're gonna take the cones out. Grab a sip of water if you need to. Quick sip of water, you're not gonna need anything other than yourself. In fact, we will chuck down 2. We will chuck down 2 quick markers with it. Just for a guide point. So, think back to last session last week. If you weren't here for whatever reason, you should have been. It's the best place to be on a Tuesday afternoon at 4 o'clock. And we were working on passing the ball against the wall, inside, outside like we've just done, and passing it back. Okay, inside, outside, and pass back. We did that on repeat for hours and hours and hours. We did that for ages, we worked on that. And hopefully your muscles have woken up, or you've been practicing that again, so that over the course of the week you've got that nailed on. We're going to focus a little bit more on the ball striking, so I'm just going to chuck 2 red cones down further back. This is just a guide for me to think about how far I'm passing it from. I don't want to end up coming all the way up to the wall yet. Okay, I'm going to try and work from round about the red line. I might go forwards a bit, I might come back a bit, but just as a rough guide, okay?
How far back is it? How far back's the red line from the wall?
Roughly, I've gone for about 12 steps back. 10 or 12 steps back. If you're a little bit younger, or if you haven't got as much wall space to work with, then maybe come in a little bit. If you're feeling confident, obviously start taking this back step by step until eventually you're halfway down the road, or you're in a position where you're happy to really focus on your passing. So just to start off with, I'm just going to start playing the ball against the wall and letting it come back to me. If I just pass with my right foot, I'm going to then pass off my left foot. Oh. Okay, like so. Pay off your right foot, then we pay off the left foot. Like so, nice and easy to begin with. Again, just a little reminder, even though you're passing against the wall, something we do from the basics, from the little ones straight away, always talk about shifting the ball and looking at where you want to pass the ball to. vitally important. I'm even picking a brick on the wall to be nice and specific with my pass. I'm not just hitting it in the area of the wall, I'm focusing exactly on the brick that I want it to go to and seeing if I can hit that as often as possible. Okay, so after each touch, I'm picking a brick and I'm being nice and specific with that. Switch foot, eyes, can you try and hit your brick? Same again, have a little look. Can you hit the same brick each time, or can you pick one that you want? Oh no, hit the post. Not quite there. Here it is. Can you hit your brick each time? Better. Have a go. Switch feet. Hit your pass nice and accurate. Touch, eyes, pass. There it is. Bit of a hill here, Chris. And so, all right. Once you've had a go at that, we've spent around about a minute, just basic technique. Eyes, draw a line to the target, to the back of the ball, and pass again. Let me just explain that a little bit further. So, when we say eyes, we're picking the target up on the wall that we want to aim for, and I'm drawing a line in my head right to the back of the ball, so I can send that ball straight along the line that I've pictured. It'll really help you make contact with the ball in the right spot, focus on the full technique of the pass. Okay, so there it is, eyes, line, pass. I'll make it a bit more obvious. Eyes, line, pass. And you'll find, just by drawing that line to the back of the ball, you start to hit your spot with a bit more consistency, a lot more accuracy. You'll start to do it quicker. So just another 20 seconds. Play to the wall. Receive back. Eyes, line, pass. Another 10 more seconds. Okay, moving on. As well as doing the pass, working on our passing, we're going to work on receiving the ball as well. We've worked, I always say, equal footed, really important. The focus now is on receiving the ball with one foot, shifting across and passing with the other foot. So it's a touch across the body. So it might look something like this. Whatever foot the ball comes to, right, shift it across to your left, and then pass with your left. Shift to the right, pass with the left. If it comes on my left, touch across, and pass. So, working both feet equally. That hill. "30 seconds, just nice and smooth to begin with. Touch across the body, one foot to the other foot, and pass on. Seconds. Really focusing on that ball, where the ball is, what brick you want to try and hit. Like so, okay. And hold there. Think back to last week. If you were here, excellent. If you weren't, see where were you? We're going to try and include the same piece of skill, when it's possible, that we did last week. So, as the ball's coming back to you off the wall, we're going to drop in the inside, outside, and pass back with the same foot. However the ball comes, whichever side the ball comes to you on, you'll be using that foot the whole time. Okay, so it might go, come onto your left foot, inside of the left, outside of the left, and pass back. Okay, then it might come on the right foot. We do exactly the same. Here we go again. Just leap back. Pick your spot on the wall, really important. Inside, outside, pass. It comes to me on my left foot. Left, pass. Still notice I'm getting my eyes up between the shift and the pass. Now we're passing further away. We've got to check where we're going. We can't just assume that the ball's going to be there and it's going to drop it back nicely. Pick your spot along the wall. If you're finding it too hard, bring the cones in or bring yourself in closer to the wall. If you find that it's too easy, take yourself back and test yourself a little bit more of the passing. Here we go again. Just 30 more seconds, guys. Inside, outside, eyes, pass. Okay? Inside, outside, eyes, pass. Hit that target where you can.
Joe, have you got Adam Thompson tuning in?
Adam Thompson.
Yeah.
That's good. He needs to work on a bit of this as well. Even as a good goalkeeper, still important he can play with his feet. So again, last one. There we go. So inside, outside, pass against the wall. Key points. Once you've done your touches, look at where you want to pass to, so you're nice and accurate on that pass. Draw the line from the brick to the back of the ball if you need to, or to the person you're passing to. That'll give you a guidance in your head of where you need to pass the ball along the wall. When you go away, take away from the session, work for a minute and see how many times you hit that brick that you are aiming for, or hit the target that you're aiming for. You alright, how you doing? Yeah, good, thanks. Vitally important that you're doing that, okay? You're really focusing on that target spot. Now, where's it gone? Corner's in a tag. Work a little gate to here. Okay. Target now. But I'm going to make it a little bit trickier. Even smaller. Target now is to get my first touch into a position where I can now pass through the gate. I've come back in to make this a little bit easier. In a minute we're going to go and make it a bit harder. So I'm going to play to the wall. Okay, take your touch to an area where you can play through this red gate. Okay, so play through, touch across, play through. Like so. Okay. Focus is, again, working on the first touch, thinking about where we're going with the ball. Okay, we want it under control, but sometimes we want to get the ball a little bit away from our body. So I want to receive the ball and always have it directly under the feet. If you've got a little bit of time and space, crazy around here. If you have a little bit of time and space, you want to get the ball away from your feet so you can, with your next touch, pass, shoot, cross, do what you want to do and run with the ball. Just wait for her, I think she's lost. Okay, cones back down. Ready, here we go. Focus, touch to a position that opens up the gap to play through. Like so. Okay. Another 10 seconds on that.
Sure, if you've got Brandon Morgan Miller watching and Harry Williamson.
Good afternoon, boys. I hope both of you are well. How you doing? Are you alright?
Yeah.
Good. You been practicing?
Yes.
Good lad. Next door neighbours. Good little footballer, turns out. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to advance on again slightly further. We've got the gate there. If the ball comes through the gate, we're going to go to the outside of the gate, like so. Okay, if the ball comes back through the gate, we're going to take the ball to the side of the gate. So you've got to react and take it differently. If the ball comes outside the gate, you have to play it back through. So if it comes on the outside, you go through. If it comes on the inside, you have to go out. So you're really starting to react and shift to what's going on around the area and around the ball. Okay, you're not just going to be playing freely, doing the same thing on repeat. You've got to now start making little decisions. Am I going passing through the gate, or am I passing down the sides? Okay, here we go. Here's a little example. I'll show you once more. The ball comes through the middle, play down the side. If it comes down the side, play down the middle. Okay, so just for 30 seconds, really slowly to start off with. If you have to, stop the ball, think, it's come through, I need to play around. If it's gone around, think, I need to play through. Start slow, build it up. I'm going to just like 30 seconds, Chris. Let me know when.
Yep. Go for it.
Okay. 10 more seconds, keep going. Five seconds left, keep going.
Time's up.
And time there. Cheers, Chris. Okay, hopefully you've got the idea. If you can, remember and keep your score whilst thinking about where you're going to make your next pass. Then keep score and do it like that. If you can't keep score because you're really concentrating on what's going on here, ask whoever's with you, or if you've got a partner, to count how many times you pass the ball to the wall. Okay, we're going to go 30 seconds. Aim is to complete as many passes as you can. Remember, weight of pass is key. If you hit it too hard, you're going to end up taking ages sorting the ball out, chasing the ball down the road, chasing the ball down the garden, wherever it's gone. If you play the ball too soft, you're going to end up waiting for the ball to come back, wasting time. So you want a nice pass that gets there and gets back to you, like so. If you can play in 2 touches, I would say play in 2 touches. Okay, let's test that first touch. Ready, Chris? 30 seconds. I'll try and keep score here.
Yep.
I can do both.
Right, ready?
Yeah.
Set. Go. Halfway. Five seconds to go. Time's up.
14, I think I had there. Could be wrong. Thought it was 14. So 14 is my target score. I know for a fact there were times in there I passed the ball too quickly. I was really trying to rush too much and lost a smoothness about the way I was passing. It took longer for the ball to get back to me. I know in there a few times personally again, sometimes the first touch wasn't quite away from my body enough and I ended up having to slow down and wait for it to get around the cones before I could play it in again. Two things that I've learned from that: see if there's things that you can think about that maybe might just speed you up a tiny bit. 14 is my score to beat. You hopefully have got a score, whatever it is, you're trying to get one more than you did before. Okay, here we go, Chris, 30 seconds again.
You
Don't
ready?
take any time off.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah?
Time's up.
17. You sure on that timer?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Maybe an extra second or so, but pretty close.
Seconds. Keep it 30 seconds. So I was 16. Definitely passed the ball a lot better, a lot smoother, a lot faster. Still, my first touch could have been a hell of a lot better. So I'm going to try and focus on my first touch this time and getting the ball into a position to step on and strike it. Going to go again, another 30 seconds.
You ready?
Yeah, just take a quick breather. A lot of talking and moving here. Focus on passing for me was a lot better, but my receiving has got to be so much better than that. For you guys at home, have a think about where did you lose time, where can you improve? Have a little think about that. We're going to get going again in 5 or 6 seconds. Here we go, Chris, when you're ready.
Yep. You ready?
Yep.
Set, go. Halfway.
I'm not dead.
Three, 2, 1. Time up.
Oh, 16 less. Again, I know for a fact I've hit the cone, not being accurate enough with my passing. If your markers are too big and you find that these are getting in the way, use something even smaller, something even flatter. I know hairs that come down, obviously we have like almost like pancakes, we call them, don't we? They're really flat and they won't get in the way even if you're slightly inaccurate with your pass. The idea is you're working on the technique and you're working on the drill, okay? I think we have to go once more on that. If you've found that you've reached your maximum in terms of you're very consistently hitting 20, 22s in that time frame, then pull your cones back 2 steps. Just that's all it is, 2 steps, and that extra distance will make it a lot harder to reach your target score. The ball's got to travel further, and we know that takes a lot of time. So, if you're ready to go again, we're going to go once more. If you want to challenge yourself further, pull the cones back a step, 2 steps. Okay, doesn't need to be much. If you're not and you want to just try and go again and beat your score because you're making progress, then let's do that now. Let's go and try and do that. So, Chris, you ready? 30 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah,
Ready?
you ready?
3, 2, 1, go. 5 seconds to go. Time's up.
Oh, a little bit better. So again, tiny slight improvement. It's all because of my first touch has improved and improved and improved. Even just that, I can feel it within 2 minutes. More control over what I'm doing, especially receiving. Time-wise, I think we're,
34.
34, loads of time. Okay, we'll finish off. As always, with a nice random drill to make you think a tiny bit more. I'm going to put, do you want to come this side, Chris? Just come this side. If you just come round, should be alright, the old Wi-Fi.
I'll come back here.
Can you just so you can see these cones? Okay. Just to finish up on our targets, and with the receiving, put down 3 different colour cones: yellow, white, and blue. I'm going to number them 1, 2, and 3 for you today, just because I'm going to do the calling for you. So I've got number 1 on the left, 2 in the middle, 3 is the blue one there on the right. When I call the colour, you're going to have to react and then play the ball to that colour cone. Okay? So we're not just passing aimlessly against the wall. We're going to have to put into practice our first touch, which we've worked on, our ball striking, which we've worked on, but coming back to it, the basics. You have to have a sneaky little look at where you're going to, 1, 2, or 3. Okay? Don't want it to just be against the wall. So you can see my 3 cones there. Chris, if you shout a number.
2.
2, if I say 2, we're trying to hit as close to the white cone as possible, or as close to number 2 marker as possible. Another colour, number.
Number 1.
Number 1. There we go. I'm trying to hit as close to that marker as possible. Is the Wi-Fi right there, yeah?
Yeah, we're okay.
Cool. Just checking. Let's finish off. I'm going to start really close. I'm going to have to move quite a lot here, because if I'm playing across, I'm going to have to play in a bit of a V shape, and I need to go and get the ball from over there. You'll see what we mean. Chris, can you just shout numbers between 1, 2, or 3? And I'm going to play for 30 seconds and just try and focus on getting as close to those targets as possible.
Yep.
Cool.
Ready?
Yeah.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Number 2. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 3 again. Number 1. Number 2. 3. 1. 2. 3. 1. 2. 1. 3. 3 again. 3 again. Number 1. Number 2. Number 1. Number 3. Number 2. 3. 1. 3. 2.
Time.
Is that time?
What were you doing time?
I was doing numbers.
Doesn't matter, happy to do a bit extra. More than happy to do a bit more. So, we get the idea now of the numbers. It really makes me look up and think about where I need to go with the pass. So yeah, I've got to worry about my first touch. I've got to make sure the touch is in a position that allows me to play to one of these numbers. I've got to think about my weight of pass as well. If I'm playing from over here to number 1, if I play it in really fast, I'm never going to be able to get to the ball. Okay? So I might even create a little bit of space, create an angle. So if I hit number 1, I might come across a little bit and pass in, and might pass a tiny bit softer so I'm not chasing down the road, okay? All about weight of pass and about how you use these angles, because the ball's going to play off at that angle. So we're going to go again using, we'll just keep the numbers the same for now, nice and simple. If you are more advanced and you want to go and practice this at home, because again guys, this is just ideas for you. If you want to go and practice this at home, you could mix up your items. So you might have a shoe, part in front of the wall over there, socks here, and an empty tin over there. Mix them up, and then next time you play, you're going to have to even think again about which item is where, so you're not getting into too comfortable a rhythm and a habit of knowing. We want to make you think as much as possible. So Chris, here we go again. I've just got 1, number 2, number 3. If you're at home, and when you go away and practice this, you can advance it like that, but we're going to just stick with the simple system for the moment.
If you just chuck a cone on the top so everyone knows where
Yeah,
each location is. Just see how close I get, or see how close you get rather.
What, so how close I get? Or you can just film from where you were if you want, if that was working.
Just a better angle up here, I think.
Better angle, cool.
Yeah.
Simple that. It might fall, but get the gist.
Okay.
Okay guys, here we go then. So we're going to work 30 seconds. Chris, over to you. Just numbers, and when your 30 seconds is up,
Okay.
let me know.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Number 2. 1, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1,
What?
2, 3, about 5 seconds left. 2, 1, 3, time's up.
Oh, not bad. Again, these are all small ideas. If you're a younger, less experienced player, that's absolutely fine. You might even want just 2 numbers to think about, 1 and 2. If you're an older, more advanced player, go further back. If you've got more space on the wall, maybe go a little bit wider and more spread out with your cones as well, so you've got a little bit more to think about and how you move your body in position. Comes back to it, we said at the start, passing and receiving. First touch, if I pass the ball too fast, I'm chasing the ball, we've lost possession. A nice smooth pass to where I want it, and I can control the ball. If you want to take a challenge on against friends or family, then obviously set this up and you can have them scoring. Every time you hit the wall in line with your target spot, you get a point. Okay, and you can play for a set amount of time, 30 seconds, see who can collect the most points in 30 seconds. That little element of fun, okay, and a little bit of competition there as well. We're going to finish off once more. We're going to keep it the same, just so you get a gist and the idea. 30 seconds, Chris.
Yep.
1, 2 and 3. Let's see how I get on this time. I'll try and count the points, see how I do.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, number 2, number 3, number 2, number 3, number 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. Watch out there a second, mate. You're right, yeah, number 2,
3,
2, 1, 2, 3, 2, time's almost up, number 1.
right there. I'd say, accuracy wise, ball over the centre of the cone, 30 seconds, probably 4 points I maybe got there. I was close quite a lot of the time, but if you really, you know in yourself, the ball's gone over the centre of the cone, that is what we're looking for. That's the sort of level of precision and accuracy that you've got to have if you want to try and step up and become a better player, okay? So you really be harsh on yourself, be very critical, and if it doesn't go over quite over the middle, you can't have a point, okay? Guys, that is all we've pretty much got time for today. Massive thank you, and again a massive happy birthday to Chris. who I'm sure couldn't be doing anything more fun than watching his brother play football outside the street, but we do appreciate what he's done. As we say, hopefully guys, everyone at home realises another week done, another week closer to some sort of normality, which is great. I know me and the other coaches really can't wait to get back out, see everyone, see the players, see each other, and go out and just start enjoying everything that we do, and start enjoying why we do this. So yeah, guys, as I said, that's it for today's session. Any questions, any requests, we will look into those. We will look into those for you and try and include some of them within the session. Okay. Stay safe and look forward to seeing you next week, same time, same place.